Hi everyone, and welcome to this video. My name is Christina Aroche and I am the Archangel Channel. I'm a spiritual teacher, mentor, and healer, and I'm here to guide you on your journey of spiritual growth and awakening. And in this video, it is a very special video because instead of doing my weekly videos, the Monday angel messages, this week, I am bringing you the energy reading for the year 2020. So today is literally December 31st, 2019, and we are about to step into the new year, which I am so excited about. And so I was going to share a video about the year. So the upcoming year, what to expect, what it is that the energy is focused around, and what you need to know in order to make this the best year yet. And so this energy really is coming through from the Herschel angel Alexandra. And if you don't know who she is, then definitely go and check out the video that I have about her and about the Herschel angels in general. They are a newer angelic realm that have stepped forward more recently in the past year or two. And so as you move into this new year and as we step into this new energy, their presence is going to be much more powerful, much more present, and as well as all the other angels. But this video, the energy that I'm going to be sharing, talking about, is really coming from Alexandra and helping you to understand what it is that you need to be focused on and doing for the upcoming year. And so the most important thing for you to know with regards to the year 2020 is that this is a time when the spiritual energy, the connection to ourselves, the connection to spirit is going to increase by a lot, okay? And so I know that for many people watching this, including myself, 2019 was really a year, there's a lot of healing that was involved. There's a lot of different things that have come up for people to clear, to release, to let go, to really be able to open up the energy and the space to connect more deeply to themselves and to connect more deeply to who they are. And so as we have done that work of clearing the energy out and realigning to our true selves, 2020 is going to be focused on expanding in that energy and being elevated in that energy of our true selves and really living in that divine truth and in that divine potential. Of course, healing, unfortunately, is a never-ending journey. Like, there's always going to be things to heal, but this has been a huge year of really clearing a lot of the stuff out of the way so that we can now set the foundation for this new year and this new decade to support us in living in that truth and living in that potential. And so a lot of the things that are coming forward in 2020 are going to be like the fruition of the work that we did in 2019. And so maybe you've seen some things coming up already, you know, some things that have been aligning, some things that have been coming into fruition for you, or maybe not, and that's okay. But regardless of the case, 2020 is going to bring a lot of that into our reality. And so if you've been focusing on manifesting and on creating and on living in your greatest truth and living in your purpose and your potential, you're going to see that coming through and actually being created and supported in your reality in 2020. So 2020 is like, the energy of 2020 is a lot of this like action, momentum, expansive type of energy. And so one of the things that's important to know as well is that maybe you can expect in 2020 is that we're going to be pushed out of our comfort zone. So a lot of the times when it comes to big expansion and growth, like, we're constantly being elevated, and that elevation, a part of it is about us stepping outside of our comfort zone, meaning that we do new things. We do things that maybe for our brain feels like, oh, we're stepping into the unknown. A lot of things that maybe at one point in our life we may have felt like we weren't ready for it. And so if we're being pushed into it in 2020, if the opportunities show up, if you feel yourself being guided towards it, if you feel yourself being called to step into those things, it's because you're ready. It's because the energy is there and it's supporting you and it's guiding you and it's asking you to step into it, right? So a lot of the times we make the mistake to think that if we have a certain desire or a certain calling, you know, but there's fear that shows up because it's so, you know, outside of our comfort zone or whatever, we kind of make the mistake of thinking, well, maybe I'm not ready yet, or okay, that sounds really cool, but I need to still do things in order to step into it. Whereas the truth is that when we feel that desire and when we feel that calling, when we feel that pull towards a certain thing or to create something in our lives, it's because we're ready for it. Do you know what I mean? And yes, maybe there's things that need to be put in place or things that we need to work on in order to fully align to it. But the point is that it's not something that you should just kind of put in the back burner and say, well, I'll get to it eventually once I'm fully ready. Because for these big things and these big steps that we're guided to take, it's never going to be a moment where we feel fully ready. It's going to be something that we need to trust in ourselves and trust in the universe and know that we are supported and know that we're being guided and know that this is part of our path and part of our potential, right? Because whenever it comes to stepping into our potential and who we are, it is about us taking that leap of faith, right? Because we have our free will. And so just because the potential is there doesn't mean that it's going to be fulfilled if we don't do our part. So our part is important, but it's also about recognizing that the universe is always supporting us, loving us, guiding us in order to step into it. Because all the universe wants for us is to live in that potential. And so it's always going to conspire in your favor. It's always going to bring things that are going to support you in stepping into what that potential is for you. And of course, the universe already knows what that is for you. It's just a matter of us trusting in what we're being pushed to do. Do you know what I mean? And I know that I can speak from personal experience that any time that I have taken these big leaps of faith and stepped into, or followed the calling of whatever it is that I was being guided, that I really felt pulled towards, whatever my heart was guiding me towards, even no matter how scary it was, it has always, always, always paid off and been so much better than I could have ever imagined or expected. And so that's the beauty of the universe, and that's the beauty of allowing ourselves to lean into that trust and lean into that sense of support. And so that's one of the main focuses for you to understand for 2020 is that as I've talked about and as I've shared, the energy is very powerful. There's a lot of potential. There's a lot of expansion and growth and embodiment that's happening in 2020, but it also requires us to follow that path and step outside of our comfort zone. And like I said, it may be multiple times, that we're going to be guided to take these big leaps of faith, but at the end of the day, they always pay off and they're always there to guide us and support us. So the other thing, as I've mentioned, that's important for you to know about the energy for the year 2020 is that there is going to be a lot of action and momentum picking up and coming forward. So another thing that's important to understand, that's a part of what everything I just talked about, is for us to trust ourselves in making decisions. And the key to any decisions that we make and any actions that we take and really building the momentum is for us to lean into our hearts, lean into ourselves, lean into our truth, lean into who we are, and allow that energy to guide us in making those decisions. Because as we make decisions, that's how we move forward, right? Sometimes we get stuck because we can't make a decision because we just don't know, is it this path or is it that path? What's the path that's most aligned to me? And that's understandable. That sometimes it's really, we can be faced with decisions that are really hard to make because they, one, can be so life-changing, and two, because we really have no idea what the outcome is going to be. And so in those situations, that's where the connection to ourselves and connection to the angels and to the guides is super important, right? And so, like I said, the connection of the spiritual energies and the presence of spiritual energy is going to be very powerful as we move into 2020 and as we continue to grow throughout the year. The presence of our angels and of our guides and of the universe is going to feel much more powerful. And the reason being is because as a collective, we are all rising up to a new level, right? So it's a new level of awareness, a new level of consciousness, and it's something that's continuous. So we're always continuously growing and aligning and expanding. And if you look back over the past year for 2019, I'm sure that you can see for yourself how much you have grown, or how much your connection has grown, or how much you have awakened in some way or on some level. And that's going to continue into 2020. But it's in terms of the energy, when I tune into it and what I'm being shown is that it's 10x the amount, right? So we're exponentially growing with regards to that spiritual connection in the presence. And so as that connection grows and as it is there and as we become more aware, it's important for us to continue to lean into that. And so the only way that presence and that connection can truly form and grow in our individual life is by us practicing. So practicing tuning into yourself, practicing tuning into the energy of the angels, of your spirit guides, and knowing that as we practice and as we call on those spiritual energies, as we just sit in that presence, it elevates our energy, it supports our connection, and it helps us to lean into that greater sense of trust and support. And so when it comes to making any sort of decisions or, taking action, building up the momentum, that is what's going to really help in terms of knowing what actions to take, what decisions to make that are most aligned to us, and actually doing it and taking action and doing the things that we need to do in order to continue to move forward on our path. Okay. So in general, 2020 is a year of huge expansion, of huge growth, of alignment, of awareness. Okay. It's a year of really bringing into fruition the things that we desire, the things that we've been working towards over the last year, but maybe you've been working towards it since, 2017 or 2018 or whatever. And so 2020 is really the year of living in that truth and seeing the manifestations and seeing things coming into your reality. And so what's important to understand is that as that happens and as things come into our reality, our job is to continue to follow the guidance, stepping outside of our comfort zone whenever it's necessary, because sometimes things don't come into fruition until we take that leap of faith and we step into, whatever it is that we're being guided to do. So trusting in those nudges and those pushes outside of our comfort zone that are going to come, recognizing that we're always supported and that the universe is always guiding us. It's always supporting us. It is always, it always loves us no matter what. And knowing that those things are coming. The other thing about the year 2020 is also important to remember is that it's about the connection to our true self and connection to the spiritual energies around us. So we are going to feel a greater sense of their presence and of their guidance and of their support. And it's not that they weren't ever there or that they weren't fully supporting us. It's just that we're going to feel it on a deeper level because our trust and our connection is going to grow because of the fact that we've been working towards this connection and elevating into a higher level of consciousness, into a higher level of awareness, higher vibrational energy in general. And so this is what you can expect for the year 2020. And so the other thing that I want to let you guys know about, which I am so excited to let you know and for you to potentially be a part of, is that in 2020, I am, my intentions, one of my intentions is to be able to connect with you guys more in person and to hold workshops where I can guide you and support you and bring teachings and healings from the angels and just create more of like that community in person. And so I'm starting this off with the first workshop of 2020 being in San Diego, California. And so this workshop is called Empowered Light and Expansion. It is an incredibly powerful workshop that is happening on January 12th. And that's a Sunday. It's a full day workshop. And the purpose of this workshop is to support you in aligning to who you truly are. It's about helping you to know what your truth is, know what your purpose is, know what that connection feels like for you, and how to foster that connection with yourself, as well as with the universe, with the angels, with the spirit guides to support you on your journey forward. And so in this workshop, we're going to be doing healings, there's going to be teachings, there's going to be discussions, there's going to be guidance, so channeled one-on-one guidance for you that's going to come in. And the space for this workshop, I'm keeping it at a small number because I want to be able to support you and give you that guidance and connection on a one-on-one level. And so if you are either in the San Diego area or Southern California, or you just want to come and travel to San Diego because it is one of the best cities ever, and you want to experience beautiful, sunny San Diego and start off the year in this powerful, powerful energy, then I definitely encourage you to check out the details for this workshop, which can be found at the link in the description of this video. Go check it out because this workshop is going to be incredible. Everything is included in your ticket. So lunch, snacks, workbook, gift bag, all of the great things. They're all included as a part of your ticket. And it is a truly, truly transformational workshop that I'm so excited to be able to support you with so that you can start off the year on the right foot. And having the clarity, having the focus, having that high vibrational alignment to yourself, to your soul, to your higher self, and to the angels and to the guides, so that you know exactly what you need to do as you move forward, so you feel empowered in stepping into your life, feel empowered in knowing who you are, feel empowered in this divine energy. And so if you're interested in that, then definitely go check it out. The details are in the description of this video. And so I would love to hear from you in the comments below. Let me know what your intention or your mantra or your word or your phrase for 2020. What is it? I would love to hear from you in the comments below. Let me know what your intention is, how you're moving forward into 2020. And if you have any questions about anything that I just shared, any questions about the workshop, then post them in the comments below. I would also love to hear from you and let me know where you are in the world. What city are you in, so that I can begin to plan and see where I will be guided to go next. But let me know. And like I said, if you are in the area in San Diego or in Southern California, or just want to come and visit, because I don't think anyone ever regrets visiting San Diego, then check out all the details. It's on January 12th, the first workshop of 2020, to kick off the year in the best way possible. So if you enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up. And if you know anyone who needs to hear this message, know anyone who would love to know what 2020 is all about, then definitely share this video with them. And of course, if you have not subscribed yet to this channel, definitely subscribe so that you do not miss any other future videos, any future videos where I share messages from the angels, any topics that I share, any stories or journeys or whatever that that will support you on your journey of spiritual awakening, support you on your journey of knowing who you truly are and living in your purpose, living the best life that you are meant to live. And so I also just want to say thank you to everyone who is a part of this community. 2019 has been an amazing, amazing year, and I'm so excited for everybody as we move forward as a collective into 2020. I'm so excited to continue to support you through these videos, through the communities that I have online. You guys, are what make it so amazing, and I'm so grateful for you. So thank you so much for being a part of this. I will see you in 2020. So have an amazing celebration for the new year. I'm wishing you a very, very happy new year. And I will see you in 2020. As always, I'm sending you so much love and angel blessings. Bye.